What does a name mean? A lot of things. We use names every day to know who is who, to talk about others. But have you ever thought about how important names really are? They're not just labels. They're a part of us. They give us our identity. From the moment we're born, our name is always with us. It shows others who we are, and it can even play a role in our future. We're not saying that names are magic, but they affect the world around us without us even realizing it. Think about it. Your name is the first thing someone learns about you, how they call you, how they remember you. This first impression is very important. They see us differently. They treat us differently. It even changes how we see ourselves. It's not just us saying this. Scientists have been studying this for years, and they've discovered many interesting things. So come on, let's continue, and we'll discover together interesting things about our names. Studies show that people with certain names are often treated in predictable ways. For example, one study showed that people with attractive-sounding names are seen as more trustworthy and likable. Another study showed that people with common names, names we hear often, are more likely to get hired. These findings suggest that our names can lead to unconscious biases. These biases can affect how others treat us. This doesn't mean our name defines our entire life. It's not a walk in the park, but they do play a role in the opportunities that come our way. They also influence the challenges we might face. These biases aren't always bad. It's not all black and white. They're often rooted in deep cultural connections. For example, some names might be associated with certain jobs or social groups. These associations, even if they're based on old ideas, can affect how others see us and how they act towards us. The important thing to remember is that names have power. They can influence how others see us. They can also influence how we see ourselves. In the next section, we'll see how this plays out in the real world and how social expectations and stereotypes can be tied to our names. We've all heard the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover." But when it comes to names, we instinctively jump to conclusions. Like it or not, we form first impressions based on names. These first impressions are often shaped by social norms and stereotypes. For example, we might associate certain names with intelligence, while others with athleticism. These associations, right or wrong, can become self-fulfilling prophecies. If others expect us to act a certain way because of our name, we might start to live up to those expectations. This is especially true for children. Children are greatly influenced by what others tell them. If they constantly hear that their name means they're smart or creative, they might gradually start to believe it. This can have both positive and negative effects on their self-esteem and behavior. The good news is that we are not helpless against these stereotypes. If we're aware of these biases, we can challenge them. We can also teach our children to do the same. We can encourage them to be themselves, regardless of their name. Names have different meanings in different cultures. In some cultures, names are deeply rooted in family history and ancestral traditions. They're passed down through generations like a legacy, a piece of our identity. In other cultures, the choice of a name is based on its meaning or its religious significance. For example, in many Asian cultures, the family name comes before the given name, showing how important family and shared identity are. In contrast, in many Western cultures, the given name, the one our parents give us, comes first, emphasizing individuality and personal achievements. These cultural differences show us how rich and diverse the lives of people around the world are. They remind us that names are not just words, but a window into different cultures, beliefs, and values. By understanding these differences, we appreciate the diversity of people, and we communicate better, with respect, with people from every culture. Section 5. Personal stories. Stories of names and destinies. Let's talk about some personal stories. I've met several people whose lives seem closely connected to their names. For example, Victor, who became the CEO of a large company, as if his name foreshadowed his success. And Harmony, an artist. Her name reflects her calm nature and creativity. These stories, even if they don't have statistical significance, are very interesting. They make us think about how our names might influence our lives. They remind us that the relationship between name and destiny is complex and multifaceted. This is a topic worth pondering and exploring further. Of course, these are just stories. We don't know for sure if these people would have had the same success with a different name, but they make us think about the power of names and their role in our personality and our lives. Section 6. Psychological impact, self-esteem and identity. Psychologists have been studying for a long time how names affect our self-esteem and identity. Our name is an important part of ourselves. Our names are often the first words we learn to recognize and respond to. It's like saying names and things go together. As we grow up, our names become connected to our experiences, our relationships, and how we see ourselves in the world. Studies have shown that a beautiful name can help someone have greater self-confidence. This can lead to better relationships with others. It's like saying your name opens doors. On the other hand, a name that can be made fun of or has a bad reputation can have the opposite effect. This can lead to low self-esteem, shyness, and even someone isolating themselves from others. These findings show how important it is to choose a name carefully. That's why we say you reap what you sow, or as they say in Persian, the name influences destiny. It also shows how important it is to create an environment that supports and embraces everyone, where everyone, regardless of their name, feels valued and respected. Section 7. Beyond fate, the power of choice and reinvention. It's important to remember that our names don't completely define us. While names can influence our experiences, they don't control our lives. We have the power to choose our own paths. We can create our own identities. Many people decide to change their names at some point. This might happen because of a change in their family, because they embrace a new culture, or simply because they want their name to match who they are inside. These changes show how much we can change our lives. Our names are given to us, but we make our own futures. We can accept the names we were given. We can also give them new meaning or find new paths that go beyond what others expect of us. Section 8. The enduring legacy of names. Names have power. They echo through time. They connect us to our past. They shape our present. They influence our future. They are passed down from generation to generation, carrying stories, hopes, and dreams. Think about the names that are important in your life, the names of your parents, your grandparents, your children. These names are more than just words. They represent love, family, and the enduring legacy of those who came before us. Our names are the threads of human history. They connect us to the vast network of people who have shaped the world we live in today. They remind us that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. Section 9. Conclusion. Names as threads in the tapestry of life. What does a name mean? Everything and nothing. It's like saying it doesn't really matter. A name is just a label. Our name can influence how others see us, our experiences, even our opportunities. It's like saying what's done is done, but our name doesn't define us completely. We are more than our names. We are our actions. We write our own stories. Our names are like threads in the tapestry of life. Imagine a huge carpet like those magic carpets in fairy tales. It connects us to the past, our present, and our future, like the rings of a tree. It reminds us that we are part of something bigger, like drops in the ocean. And while our names can influence the path we take, they don't define our destination. All roads lead to Rome, but everyone chooses their own. In the end, the power to create our own destiny is in our hands. Want to learn more about the meaning of your name and what it says about you? Subscribe to our channel and receive a complete analysis of the name you choose.